progress towards my 500 kilometers goal, I decided to do a couple of rides in the middle of the training plan. I will try to do 100 kilometers at the pace that I need to keep to do 500 with nutrition and hydration plan that I need for 500 kilometers. So that's the first test.
My training strategy was simple. Be consistent, train every day, and things are gonna go well. And things were going really well at some point.
As of now, finally I am at the same fitness level I was before getting COVID a year and a half ago. So that's great.
But then I started taking wrong turns here and there.
I've been struggling a bit in this last week because, I don't know, kind of lack of trust in my means. So I started procrastinating training, or I started planning way bigger trainings than I need, and then not finding the time to do them. I think the main culprit is that I rode a Century 160 kilometers with my bikepacking bike. You can find the video here. No, here. And I suffered. Yeah, I suffered. It's true that the bike was loaded. It's true that I had a headwind for the entire ride, but I was expecting to be in a better shape and I wasn't. So that's a bit demoralizing. Also, next week I'm gonna go on holiday for 2 weeks without my bike. So that's awesome. That's also a bit scary for my preparation.
As anticipated, also my fitness level is down after a shaky week of training. So let's make this the first day that I catch back at my previous level. Let's go. So what I had to do at that point was just to start over again, be consistent again, and just not be obsessed with the numbers and the fact that I was not improving as I wanted.
Fundamentally, it's about 2 weeks that I don't train, so my fitness is declining, which is not very encouraging, but it's very motivating to get better. It's a very windy day and very cold, and that's why I'm wearing winter clothes. It's 9 degrees Celsius. I was at home staring at my cycling shoes for like 10 minutes, telling myself, do I really need to? Do I really have to? Yes, yes, I have to. This is how I get better. So, let's go. I'm not in good shape. This will make me better. Will make me better. Let's go. This is my long ride of the week. It's Friday morning. I need the weekend free from bike. So today I'm gonna do 70 kilometers. It's 5:30 in the morning, and in the summer 5:30 in the morning means 11 a.m. in terms of lighting, which is one of the issues that I'm facing now. This was a week with a couple of extra rest days. It was nice, but also a little bit challenging to not jump on the bike since my fitness is still declining, and I think the reason is I'm not sleeping enough, and this is due to so many light hours that we have now. I think it gets dark at around midnight, it gets clear around 4, so it's a little bit too little to sleep properly.
My training was a lot of zone 2 training, as it should be, and here and there some high intensity interval training which really boosted my fitness.
I just did 3 minutes at time trial pace, which is high zone 5, and today training is this plus a recovery period and then a 10 minutes threshold test. It's a train designed to get your body used to actively recover from high efforts, and it's a lovely day to do that. Let's go. I'm feeling better. I hope the numbers will start reflecting the progress I feel in my body, because this will mean that I'm more in sync with my feelings and my perception. But for sure I feel I can put more power than a week ago, so that is encouraging. And yeah, I have enough energies. Still have some issues with sleeping. I hope to sleep much more next week. Next week is when I will try to do my fastest 100 kilometers ride. So these trainings are perfect to get used to the effort, to get used to the recovery. So let's see. I'm hopeful, I'm very hopeful, very optimistic about the upcoming experiment. I need a reading on my fitness. The only thing I know so far is that it stopped declining since my holiday. So that's very good. Absolutely brutal. Every time I have the wind against me, I cannot really keep the power. I just shoot it way too high. Then I try to hold it. It's so painful, but I made it. So now I just have to cool down, have a shower, start working. Yet another day. Let's go. Improving, so I decided to take an extra day of rest. Maybe I'm overtraining. I don't think so, but I can. So I took an extra day of rest, and now I'm here on a Sunday, a very windy Sunday, to do my zone 2 training, which is very difficult when it's this windy. I'm not particularly concerned about the numbers not getting better, but it is somewhat curious. So I must be doing something wrong. After a month, finally my numbers are improving again. I'm very happy. Not too bothered before, but still very happy now. Today's threshold training, 3 times 10 minutes at threshold. So it's gonna be great, it's gonna feel great. And I'm really happy that I'm finally getting better again. It just took some consistency and not looking at the number too much. So let's enjoy this ride after the rain, and let's do this threshold. Let's go. Tomorrow is my first attempt at doing 100 kilometers at the fastest possible pace. I have been studying about nutrition, I've been studying about hydration, I've been training like hell. Tomorrow is the first checkpoint of my preparation towards 500 kilometers. Really excited and curious to see how it's gonna go.